Now that I've been to Disneyland and Disney World, one thing I've noticed is different spellings for different rides which use the same exact title. There are a total of 4 rides on both parks that use the name Carousel. There's Prince Charming's Carousel, which uses 2 R's. This is Magic Kingdom. Then in Disneyland, we have King Arthur's Carousel using 2 R's. But then we go back to Magic Kingdom, and you see Carousel of Progress with only 1 R. And then over in Disney's California Adventure, we see Jesse's Critter Carousel with only 1 R.
Well, just call me Mr. Dapper, because I will be your teacher today. Story time from Disney. Now, if you follow me on a regular basis, you know that I used to be a cast member. That's me. Okay, so this is a fun one, but you're gonna be a little let down because this has nothing to do with Disney. For this one, we turn to Shakespeare. Kinda. So the question is, why is on some rides at Disney World Carousel spelled with 2 R's and other ones are spelled with 1? The answer: the English language is fun. Okay, so I'm about to blow all of your minds. Let's move over to the chalkboard. Okay, first off, let's start with a little bit of a history lesson. If you didn't know, slang has been around for a long time. People have been making up words to connect things and make things easier to say. This also happened with letters. Now, this is before Shakespeare's time, but old Bill brought it back. Now, some believe that when Shakespeare did his plays, he wrote them so fast that there was no time to actually rehearse. So he used an old archaic style of writing. I don't know if you know that. Shakespeare, the way that he wrote, that's not a normal way that people talked at the time. People saw his writing as like poetic, because it is. But the idea is if he wrote a certain word a certain way here and a certain word a certain way here, you would know which way on the stage you should walk. Basically creating the blocking in the moment. It's really cool and people still do it. It's called Unrehearsed Shakespeare and they do a huge festival every year. Now, why am I telling you all that? This isn't stories from the theater. I tell you all this to explain this to you. In the English language, there are 2 types of carousels. The stage carousel, that were horse-powered, and the play carousel. Now, a lot of times these words are spelled differently, just like theater and theater, R-E versus E-R. Words are spelled a certain way so that you know what you're talking about. And in the British English, a lot of words can have different meanings or be spelled differently, but I bet you all know this one. Ye olde. Like you might read on a sign, ye olde pub. But that's not what it actually is. This is not a Y. This is an old archaic symbol for TH. Same thing about the E. And when you know that information, that means that just reads the old. Now, I wish I could remember what the symbol for 2 R's is, but it's the same idea. The 2 R's are a symbol that have been created into the English alphabet, but it just means it's English. That's why carousel on the King's and the Prince's carousel are double R's, and the ones that are in the future or Toy Story Land are all spelled with 1 R. Boy, isn't English fun? You'll never read that the same way again. Mitch!